Welcome to the Faith and Happiness podcast. I am your host, Elle Edwards, founder of the Faith and Happiness Playground, here with Bible-friendly brain gymnastics, mentoring, and this podcast to help you smile more. Now then, in today's episode, we are following on from something I started to talk about a little bit yesterday. So I said to you yesterday that part of the work that we do together is helping you to be happy right now today without first needing to make a bunch of changes. And I did tell you a little bit what I meant by that, but I promised you that we would dig into it more. And so we're going to do that straight away. Quite candidly, when I recorded that episode, I couldn't remember where in the lineup. I knew it was coming at some point in the week. I just couldn't remember where I'd penciled it in for. So that's a real behind the scenes bit for you. See, you're getting the real life stuff here. Anyway, what do I mean by this? Now, the thing is, this thought process behind what I'm talking about, it came about because of a conversation that happened in a Facebook group earlier in the year or the end of last year. I want to say earlier this year. And one of the ladies in this group mentioned the fact that she finds it really hard to be happy. She was going through a bit of a spell where she was feeling a bit sort of down, was having more sort of down days than up days, and was just generally feeling a bit defeated by it all. And she started to make a list of some of the things that she likes to do that make her happy, which is a great thing to do. It's a real positive step forward. You know, I talked to you, I think last week or the week before, about when you're having a really good day, start identifying those things that lift you for those days when things aren't going so well. It's a really good thing to do, and I don't decry that for a minute. That said, there's another side to this, because if we fall into the trap, it was really easy to fall into the trap of thinking, okay, in order to be happy, I need to do X, Y, and Z. I need to do this thing, be this thing, show up in this way, go here, wear this stuff, you know. And actually, what I really want for you is to help you see the things that can make you smile in everyday life. I call it your perfect ordinary day. And this is one of my favorite exercises to do with people in the playground, is actually, if every single day, a bit like Groundhog Day, but maybe without sort of stepping in the icy puddles and stuff. I don't know. But if a bit like Groundhog Day, and if you've no idea what I'm talking about, it's a film. It's great. I recommend you go and see it. Bill Murray, classic, really funny. I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's a good ending. Just saying. But if every single day was the same, right, and we're talking about a perfect ordinary day. So what we mean here is we don't mean a day when you're on holiday. We don't mean Christmas Day. We don't even mean your birthday. I just mean a regular day-to-day work day. Call it a Friday if you like. I maintain that it would be really fun to make every single work day feel like Friday. But just a regular work day. And the thing that I would guide people to do is actually think about what are the things that would make up that perfect ordinary day. Now, if you haven't done that exercise before, I would encourage you to do it, but that's not the focus of this episode. The purpose of doing that exercise, there's a number of different reasons. One reason is it's a really fun, creative exercise to help unlock the things that are important to you. But the other side of this is actually it helps you to realize that you can have lovely moments in every single day. It's not about vacations, holidays, birthdays, Christmas, special times, going to the cinema, stuff like extraneous bits and pieces. Instead, it's about helping you see the things make you smile every single day. So my favorite example of this is always the orange slug. And as I'm saying this, I'm realizing I actually haven't seen an orange slug for quite some time. But when the children were younger, when my children were younger, and they were in the what we call the primary school here in the UK. So it's from 4 through to 11, and then they go up to the big school. When they were in the primary school, we used to park in a bid for two things. Thing number one was I wanted to avoid all the traffic outside school because it was a bit bonkers. But thing number two as well is I like to maybe give them a little bit of exercise without having to walk all the way from our house, because it's a 20-minute walk for grown-ups. For children with little legs, it takes much longer. And I got to be honest, I would struggle to get ready in time soon enough to do that. I have done it on occasions, but for most of the time, not so much. So anyway, in a bid to try and help them have a little bit of exercise, I would park a little way away from school and would walk up this little windy path and get to school. Now, I can't tell you how many times I actually spotted orange slugs, but when they were small, it was fairly regularly. I mean, I don't mean like every week, but at least maybe 2 times a year, 3 times a year. And every other person I speak to about this, I say, have you ever seen an orange slug? And they're like, no. So if the rest of the population have never seen orange slugs, by contrast, 3 times a year is actually quite a lot, but fairly regularly. And I don't just mean sort of like a brownie orange, proper neon orange. I have no idea how they got neon orange. It might be because of some really scary chemical reaction, but don't worry, I didn't touch them. But the point of this is that I've noticed them one time. I was like, oh, that's an orange slug. Wow, look at the colour on that. And it just made me pause for a moment and it made me smile. And then I noticed it again because my brain suddenly goes, oh, you like that, do you? Okay, let's show you some more. And this comes back to the reticular activating system at the back of your brain, which I harp on about all the time. It's the filter in your brain that filters stuff in. So when you consciously notice things, so when you start to go out of your way to think, okay, what are the things in this room right now that are delightful to me? What are the things in my day right now that are lovely to me? What are the things right now today that are making me smile? The more that you go out of your way to start noticing those things, the more your brain will filter in examples of the same or similar, like I had with the orange slug. And that's really one of the beautiful, magical pieces that I really love to help people to do. My personality type is such that it's really easy for me just to be in the moment. I don't know why, it's just the kind of person that I am. And so I find it's easy. I find it really easy to find random stuff just to go, oh wow, like look at that. Just a big kick, perhaps, I don't know. But the wonder and the delight and the just the marvelousness of being in a day, it's easy for me to see that stuff. But I want that for you as well. It's very easy when we get engrossed in the stress and the busy and the work, we can lose sight of those pieces. And so part of my role here in the Faith and Happiness Playground is to help you pause and see those things. And that's what I really mean when I say actually it's about being happy every single day without needing to make a load of changes. Because too often we say, all right, okay, I'll be happy when I've lost 10 pounds. Or I'll be happy when I get this project done. Or I'll be happy when I've gone and got the dogs walked so I can just chill out. Or I'll be happy when. Or I'll be happy if. And actually, no, I don't want you to pause on being happy until you've done or had or been these things. I want you to be happy right now today and to help you find ways to smile right now today. And that's really what I mean when I talk about helping you be happy right now today without needing to make a bunch of changes. So I hope that helps. I am going to give you a bit of homework. I want you now, between now and the next episode, start looking out for those things. Notice stuff. What are those things that make you go, ooh, they just catch you by surprise even. Start noticing those things. And if you want to share them with me, if you are a member of the playground, share them in the playground. If you're not a member of the playground, come and join us, faithandhappinessplayground.com. But if you're not ready to do that yet, feel free to reply to a comment on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. And because I would love to hear what those little delightful things are that you see in your day. In the meantime, thank you for being here. I shall be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.